young squadron leader Jim Turner, who's now called them into 7-arrow formation in that left-hand bend. The jets now close up to be about 8 feet apart as they form one big red arrow in the sky. Jim is a former Jaguar qualified weapons instructor and Jaguar display pilot, and he flew with the Red Arrows from 2005 to 2007. This is his first year as leader. His wife Karen is here at Fairford today, so a very warm welcome to her too. As the smoke comes on, the team roll out in 7-arrow. Reds 4 and 5 roll back there to reform that 7-arrow formation. On the wings now drop back to be Red 6's aircraft directly behind the leader. And while they're in this position further back, they still fly references from that lead aircraft, just trusting that the jet only 8 feet away is in the correct place. This is shuttle.
Yeah,
Top of the formation is Red 5 squadron leader Martin Higgins. Higgy is the team's executive officer and has rejoined this year, having previously been a Red Arrow from 2005 to 2007. He's a former Hawk flying instructor and Tornado F3 pilot with operational experience in Iraq and as the commander of the air defence flight in the Falkland Islands. In this bend you can see the team have formed a formation we call Lancaster. So a very warm welcome to her too. Use the cadence in Red 1's voice commands. This is flanker. Reds 4 and 5 on the outside will smoke red as we remember our lost friends and colleagues, Flight Lieutenant John Egging and Flight Lieutenant Sean Cunningham, who were both tragically killed in separate accidents last year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our memorial bend for Eggman and Sean. Honours the 55,573 young men who as volunteers at an average age of only 22 lost their lives for our freedom. So now in fiction formation and to our right hand side we have some red, white and blue as our own tribute to the personnel of Bomber Command. Red 6 and 7 have dropped back into behind the leader there to form that one big red arrow in the sky. 4 aircraft as the smokes are now dropping back to be a beam Red 7 right at the back of the formation. Just remember that they're still flying references from that lead aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Concorde. from the right as we look tail on is being flown by another of our... The smoke coming on. The team are reforming that shuttle formation you saw at the start of the show. And as they roll out to our left 45 degrees, get your cameras ready. As they roll out in shuttle. Red's 4 and 5 roll back, and this is Eagle. Team are now reforming that 7-arrow formation. I mentioned earlier that we were very honoured to be invited to take part in all the monumentous occasions for the United Kingdom this year. We like to think we represent the very best of British, and we aim to do that at all of the events throughout the summer. So, for the best of British, some red, white and blue in 7-arrow. The last of our first year. A big hello now to Red 3's wife Christina. Out to our right you can see the team have formed a diamond with 7 aircraft. We call this the short diamond. Completes the first half of our display, where you've seen close formation flown in a rather dynamic fashion. We're now going to change the tempo as we show you how the Hawk can perform. The red arrows fly the PA system. As the smoke comes on, this is the detonator. Red 6 on the left and red 7 on the right as they perform synchronised derry turns to position back towards us. Red 6 on Amy. As they fly down the hill, Synchro are now closing at over 800 miles an hour, just 100 feet above the runway to perform the Synchro pass. Pilots are working physically hard to counter those G-forces. As they roll out back towards us, this is the Cyclone. So Synchro slingshot to the front. Look to your left, ladies and gentlemen, where you can see Enid approach. The inside pilots perform tight match barrel rolls to the outside of the formation as they fly the rollbacks. This is the Revolution. Enid there in the Revolution flying synchronised aileron roll manoeuvres. As they position to the left, we need to look left and right again for the synchro pair. This time, red 6 is on our right. This is red carousel. As those aircraft swing out like a pendulum, they start a manoeuvre called the helix. In the helix there, reds 2 to 5 are trying to hide behind red 1 smoke. This smoke is produced by injecting regular diesel fuel into the aircraft's 400-degree engine exhaust, which causes it to vaporise. The red and blue colours are made by simply adding a dye to that diesel. We can carry 5 minutes of white smoke and a minute each of red and blue. You see now Enid fanned out back into that battle formation for some more red, white and blue as they complete the helix. Red 1 smoke has turned red and he pitches up to draw the symbol for infinity around the rest of the formation. This is the infinity break. And we are the Royal Air Force aerobatic team, the Red Arrows.
One of the iconic displays you'll see at Air Show
Also, this year we celebrate the 70th anniversary of the founding of the Pathfinder Force, another vital element in the success achieved by RAF Bomber Command, albeit with terrible losses.
If you're able to look towards the rear of the crowd now, you will see just holding up in the distance there the wonderful shape of Arrow Lancaster.